誰じゃ?
Mishima, the world is too big for you to control. Leave it all to me. You can just die. Bring it on! I'll destroy you all!
He's the crime boss of Southtown, and the forever rival towards Terry Bogard, it's Geese Howard from the Fatal Fury series. At first, I think most of you only recognize this guy as that one cameo on the King of Fighters Stadium stage in Smash, so let me explain who this guy is. Geese Howard here made his first appearance in the first Fatal Fury game, which originally released in arcade cabinets in 1991. Geese Howard is a crime boss in Southtown, and is also a massive martial artist. After Geese Howard killed Terry Bogard's adoptive father, Terry promised to defeat Geese by entering the King of Fighters tournament and go face to face against the man who killed his father. But Terry kinda went a bit overboard as he accidentally caused Geese Howard to fall off of his own building from about 3 stories high. And while the Fatal Fury games claim that Geese Howard died from that fall, the spin-off series known as the King of Fighters has shown him to be in a much more healthier condition. And today, Geese Howard will be going head-to-head against Terry Bogard and all of the fighters on the Super Smash Bros. Roster. So starting off, Geese here would be a slightly above average mid-weight character. He'd have 2 jumps and wouldn't have any other movement options. But now, let's dive into his costumes. For Geese Howard's default appearance, he'll be in his appearance from the King of Fighters series. I know people would rather me go with his original appearance from Fatal Fury 1, but honestly, I think this design fits Geese way better. For the next 5 alts, these will have him in different color schemes from the King of Fighters and Fatal Fury series, which have him in orange, green, blue, black, and grayish purple. That last one is in reference towards an alternate costume in the King of Fighters series called Nightmare Geese. For his 6th alt, Geese wears a black business suit, which is in reference towards his default appearance in King of Fighters 15, which is the most recent game in the series. And the final alt will have his suit turn purple and white. This is in reference towards his appearance in not the Fatal Fury or King of Fighters series, but rather his appearance in the Art of Fighting series, which existed before Fatal Fury or the King of Fighters. Now with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the moveset. Now just like Terry, Geese here has made a lot of appearances in both the Fatal Fury and the King of Fighters series, so he had more than enough material to be given a Smash moveset. In fact, get used to that comparison now folks, because Geese here will have a lot of similarities towards Goldilocks himself. So starting off with the jab, it'll be a 3-hit jab where Geese punches 2 times and ends with a kick. It works just like Terry's jab, only it's a bit slower but is more damaging. Now for the dash attack, yes you heard me right, I'm now incorporating dash attacks. Geese will crouch low to the ground and swing his arm forwards. This dash attack is surprisingly strong, but it does have a bit of end lag once the attack connects. For the side tilt, Geese kicks forwards a single time. It may sound lame, but it does launch foes pretty far compared to most side tilts. For the down tilt, Geese will perform one of the most iconic attacks in fighting game history, the spammed crouch kick. However, when I say spammed, I don't mean it'll work like Ryu and Ken's where it's pretty spammable. In fact, similar towards Terry, it'll actually be a pretty slow attack. On the bright side, it's pretty strong compared to Ryu and Ken's, but that also means that this move has a bit of end lag. For the up tilt, Geese performs a rising uppercut. It's pretty strong if it hits foes, but it does have a tiny hitbox. For his forward smash, Geese performs a strong punch forwards. As you might have guessed, this smash attack is incredibly deadly, as there's a very great chance that Geese can get early KOs with this smash attack. Unfortunately, it does have a bit of start lag and a lot of end lag. For the down smash, Geese performs a single kick downwards. It launches foes pretty far compared to most smash attacks, but again, it has a bit of end lag. For the up smash, Geese performs a strong rising uppercut. Just like the forward smash, This is an incredibly strong attack, but unlike the forward smash, there isn't as much start lag or end lag. For the neutral air, Geese Howard performs a single chop in the air. It comes out pretty quickly, but it isn't all that strong. For the forward and back air, Geese simply kicks into either of those directions. For the down air, Geese punches the opponents multiple times, which deals multiple hits of damage until the final hit. And finally, for the up air, this will be an innovative attack where Geese performs a single kick upwards, just like Terry's up air. But where Geese Howard unleashes his fury is with his special attacks. Now for 3 of Geese's specials, Geese here has a gimmick involving command inputs. For a quick recap, command inputs are the key elements of unleashing a unique attack in fighting games. Here's how command inputs usually work. You move the control stick into a specific pattern like this, and then press one of the required attack buttons. If inputted correctly, you'll unleash one of your special attacks. Now for Smash, Geese will have the option of using command inputs for 3 of his specials. But unlike how I made my Chun-Li moveset, the unique thing about these command inputs is that there are 2 variations, a quick option and a strong option. If you simply tap the special button or use the command input while tapping it, the move Geese unleashes will be a pretty quick attack. However, holding the special button or using the command input while holding the attack button will have Geese perform a slower but stronger attack. So for Geese's neutral special, he'll use one of his most iconic special attacks that he's well known for using, Reppuken. This special mechanically works similar towards Terry's Power Wave, but there is one major difference. The Reppuken is surprisingly large, so much so that it's an incredibly high attack that can reach from the opponent's foot level to their head level. Despite that, this move is slightly weaker than Power Waves, but it is slightly more spammable. Now that's just if you tap the special button, but if you hold it, the move will change to his double Reppuken. This move simply has him shoot out 2 Reppukens that are much stronger than normal. Now I should also mention this, but the move will actually change in the air. If the neutral special is used while Geese is in the air, Geese will instead shoot out a single wind sphere diagonally downwards. But as you might have guessed, the move also changes if you hold down the special button. If it's held down, he'll shoot out 2 wind spheres diagonally downward that travels a lot faster than the single one. And for those of you who are wanting the command input, this would be the command input for Smash. Now for the side special, Geese Howard will rush forwards and punch the opponents a few times. While it may seem normal, it is incredibly strong and can deal lots of damage pretty quickly. Despite that though, this move doesn't work if foes happen to be shielding, so make sure that you use this move when they least expect it. And for those of you who wanted the command input for it, here it is. Now for Geese's down special, it'll be a unique counterattack where Geese Howard tries to grab an opponent. But when I say counterattack, I don't mean it'll work like your run-of-the-mill counterattack. You see, this counterattack only works if an opponent hits Geese's front. It doesn't work if he gets attacked from behind. Once an opponent is grabbed, Geese can throw them either forwards, backwards, upwards, or downwards by using the control stick. Now unlike all the other specials, there isn't a command input, so feel free to just tap the special button. And finally, for Geese's up special, Geese will rise into the air and slap anyone who happens to be too close. Despite sounding simple, it's an incredibly strong attack. Once the up special is activated, Geese Howard will jump upwards and automatically make a slapping motion with his hand. If foes happen to be near Geese when he activated his up special, they'll get dragged in and deal more damage than before. And just like some of the other specials, there is a command input for it, and here it is. And for those of you who've forgotten already, these moves actually change depending on if you tap the special button or hold it, or even if you put in the command input for it and hold the attack button. Now normally this is where I dive into the final smash, but there is something I need to address. Some of you may be wondering where his super special moves are. Well, about that... Geese here has brought 2 of his super special moves from the Fatal Fury series. For those of you who've never heard of super special moves were a gimmick in the real bout Fatal Fury series that made the game iconic. These were essentially super strong attacks that required a very complicated command input to unleash. So for Smash, I decided to give Geese 2 different super special moves that require command inputs. In order to even use these super special moves, you have to be over 100% damage. Once you've reached 100% damage, a small go icon will appear above Geese's fire display. Once you see it, that means you can use different command inputs to unleash these super special moves. Now getting into the 2 super special moves themselves, the first super special you can use is his iconic Rage Storm. This super special move has Geese Howard cause a massive spire of fire to appear. This spire of flames can deal multiple hits of damage until the final hit and launch foes really high into the air. Now the command input this time will be a tad bit more complicated than usual, but this would be the input for Smash. And finally, for a second super special move, Geese will unleash his strongest version of the Rapukin, called the Rayo Rapukin. Unlike the regular Rapukin, it's 10 times more powerful and can deal a large amount of damage. Not only that, but when Geese unleashes the super special move, it can drag foes in and deal multiple hits of damage until the final hit. I know what you're thinking. These super special moves sound way too broken to deal with. But don't worry, despite these being high KO potential moves, there is an uncomfortable amount of end lag after these attacks end. Not only that, but since Geese needs to be at 100% damage to even use these, he will be much easier to KO. And now, for the final smash. Geese Howard's final smash will be Raging Storm and Rashomon. This will be a cinematic final smash where Geese Howard unleashes his Raging Storm super special. Anyone hit by Raging Storm will be sent into a cinematic. The cinematic then plays out with Geese throwing a single opponent into the air while he readies his deadliest super special move known as Rashomon. Then, when the players punt back to the ground, Geese Howard punches them so hard that they'll more than likely be KO'd, ending the cinematic. This final smash references both of his super special moves from the King of Fighters series. The stage of choice is Geese Howard from Fatal Fury. This stage's layout is reminiscent of the Mishima Dojo stage, where it's a flat surface with two walls on opposite sides that can be broken. In the background, you can see various Fatal Fury and King of Fighter characters cheering on the players. The music this time was definitely a challenge because SNK has a lot of music, so I decided to only go with songs from the King of Fighters series. In total, 8 songs would be included, 2 of which would be remixed. And that would be if Geese Howard joined Super Smash Bros. Now, full confession, I think Geese Howard is one of the best villains in a fighting game. And if you ask me, I'd rather see him join Super Smash Bros. Than any of the other Fatal Fury or King of Fighters characters. If he will join, however, is a real mystery. Anyways, do you have a character you'd like to see be given a Smash moveset? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe? That way you can get notified when I put out any Super Smash Bros. Moveset videos. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.